Hello there, everyone! Alexman here, and welcome back to another edition of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Revisit. Last time, well, we went through a lot of things. I didn't mention last session, but we did come back here, or 2 sessions ago, came back here and upgraded Terry Town to its next level, looking for Gerudo. But on that, though, we head off into the tore-off ruins here, the Hypo ruins, where it was all completely dark. Then, we went into Hyrule Castle and got up into Zelda's study, which allowed us to gain a memory, as well as part of her research. We didn't look into her diary, but we'll come back to that once we get back into Hyrule Castle proper. But, after that, though, we cleared up a few shrines off to the left here, and basically cleared up everything on the Hyrulean field in terms of shrine complexity, and now we are only needing 2 shrines on the right side, but those are with things with dragons that we have not seen yet. So we head off left and head up here into the Ridgelands, got the tower, so we got the map, also got a new memory over here, dealing with frogs and whatnot, cleared up one more shrine, and ended up here at this serene stable, as now we are starting off our adventure. So, hope you guys have had a fantastic time. I want to talk to Beetle, not you. Are you one of those refined researchers? You don't look the type. Since you're a chap, you should probably know this. On the other side of the Mount Durena, northwest of the stable, there are ruins that are dark even during the day. I've never met anyone who's been in there, so either no one has ever gone in, or no one's ever come out. Hey, you know what? You're chatting with me. I made it through the ruins once. Or maybe I just haven't met everyone yet, but in the case, you best forget about going in there. You should probably stay here forever just to be safe. Chee. So, like, she has a little bit of a love interest in us. Beetle, I want to talk to you because you have stuff. Wow, never thought I'd see you here. Man, it feels like we're teleporting left and right all around. You must be enjoying my company. What are you looking for reselling? What do you got? Let's see, you've got arrows, which is always beneficial for us. I'll take all your arrows. Might as well. Arrows are useful. We'll buy that, and that's all we need of him, because these things only deal with cold, stealth, and stamina. So we can use that for Tyrosant if we need to. Nope, need self enough. So in this session, we're going to head towards down this way. There is a shrine right here, yes, here in the Ludo's Bog. But that one deals with lightning, and it's a lot easier after we get Rivali's Gale, which we do not have yet. So it's probably best that we avoid that at all costs now. Cuckoo, come hither! There you are. Surprising now we can let Cuckoo basically warp to us any time still. Because for some reason last session it was glitched out, or buggy somewhat, so we couldn't do anything with it. But now we can, and that's all that matters. So, there's a shrine off in the distance over yonder. Let's go after this one. These Ridgelands are quite expansive for what they are. There's also a canyon here. Probably around here is where we actually can access the power shrine, the spring of power. The dragon that comes around does appear here. So, if we do come across it, which I normally have to at some point, I don't know what the times the dragon appears out of the sky, but if we do tend to see him, then yes, I would rather see about taking that down. I wanted to come up here real quick. It looks like it's about to rain too, so I only got one chance at this. If you come down this way, there is... Oh, it's around this corner here. There is a bombable wall here. I'm gonna put my bombs out. Oh, I messed up. Alright, that's it. Bomb arrow to the face. You break that open, there's a shrine in here. It's probably one of the most difficult shrines to get into naturally. But it's a shrine nonetheless, and we must take it down. These mountains are quite, well, I would say hills. These are not really mountains, more ridgelands more than anything else. But I'd say we're getting to that. We're getting to the region of Hyrule now where, oh, a lot of stuff doesn't really happen. There's a canyon here with a shrine at the bottom, but Nonetheless, nothing really else happens in this region for the most part. Again, there's a mini game here and a few shrines and a stable, but there is also a great ferry in this region too, across the canyon and whatnot. So, and thanks to this being a environmental puzzle, this is a blessing shrine. So, yay! Easy shrine is easy get. Silver rupee, nice. Bringing back that money we just paid for those arrows. So, works for me. I like it. Now, give me my orb. Orb, please. Thank you. Spirit orb obtained. That's number 10. We're highly due to find another civilization that has a goddess statue in it. So, no doubt we're probably going to head to Kaireko village of some kind just so we could use it. Actually, no, we could warp back to Terrytown. No problem. And use the warp stone there because that's where we left that warp zone. But we're going to have to move it. As unfortunate it sounds, the Blood Moon Shrine is in this region, and this is the shrine I hate the most. I hate it. It's stupid, it's dumb, and I don't like the concept behind it. It's because the Blood Moon happens on a sort of a timer of whatnot, where basically when enough enemies are killed or some time passes, the Blood Moon will come out and basically to restore all enemies that have been slain. Before we had DLC Pack 1, where we couldn't have the Traveling Medallion, getting to this shrine was a pain in the backside, let me tell you. Because, since there was no way to warp back to that state or to that shrine for any reason, you were basically forced to kill enough enemies for it to counter to start triggering, only to basically to stand there and wait night after night until the Blood Moon suddenly arose. And then only then were you most likely get in the shrine. It was very tedious, not gonna lie. But thanks to the Traveling Medallion that we now have, we can place that medallion there, wait till the Blood Moon happens after doing anything else, and quite frankly, it makes it a lot easier to take down. Oh, there's a boss here. I can already sense it. Cuckoo, come back this way. There's a boss here. I sense a boss. Sounds like he's over here. I think. Yep, there he is. A Talus is here. Oh boy. And good. The thing is up here is pretty substantial. Let's get a hefty weapon here. Fire away! Kill this thing. Oh, of course it had to break. Why wouldn't it not break? Oh. Kill this thing! You're annoying me. Ah! Ow! Okay, you don't want to be hit on your weak point. Fair enough. Ow! Well, I've been playing Hyrule Warrior to Calamity too much, I can just heal myself with just hitting the L button. Let's see, I need some health. Do I have any food? I don't have much, but I'll take that. Ow! You are not liking me, are you? Why don't you pause here for a second? Whoop. You're making this very difficult for me, I'll tell you what. Difficult fight with a Talus much. I just need to get on your back and kill you. Oh, he keeps moving around so he keeps canceling my spin attack. There you go. Ugh. Well, that was tedious. But I'll take your money. Which means next time we get to another stable, I'm definitely going to invest in some cooking foods right now. I'm going to have to. Alright, let's see. Where are we going next? It seems that there is a shrine here, but we can't do it, as you can see by the thunderclouds. But we're going to be heading towards this direction, right over here. Where this redstone, where this little red spot is. Redstone. What am I thinking this? Minecraft? Nah. Not really. But, anyway. Let's head off into the region. And see how easy it is to get down. And, while we're waiting, traveling through the land of Hyrule here. I want to try to plug something I've been wanting to... I was wanting to be working on for some time now, but haven't really had the chance to do it, and now I'm getting into it, is that I'm trying to make a fan fiction. A fan fiction of a Zelda game. Or a Zelda, at least Zelda titles and whatnot. I know, okay, I was in the midst of my rant and talking about something I was working on, and now the cuckoo knocked me off. Is that I've been working on a little bit of a fan fiction and whatnot, and I thought it was gonna be. I think it's gonna be a pretty interesting story. I only have like chapter 1 finished, and it is posted online under my DeviantArt account and whatnot. But on a serious note, though, it's only chapter 1, and it is still technically feels like it can be edited to be something more and everything else. So bear that in mind. But the story is, say, for the most part, I would say pretty good. It's pretty faithful so far, and let me tell you the story, at least for those wondering. I'm calling it as the Legend of Zelda, the Dreamwaker. I know, it doesn't sound like a very original name, sure, yes. But what I think of it is sort of the plot. It's sort of like... Oh, that was a thing I could have gone... Oh, well. Oh, there's a camp over here. Oh, look at that. 2 shrines off in the distance. We're gonna have to get those, won't we? Well, we'll get into to that one shrine over there. There's a shrine over there, but The Legend of Zelda Dreamwaker is a fan title I'm working on. And again, I'll have a link to that, to at least to chapter 1 of it, in the description below. You can read if you join my Discord, and you can most likely see it there as well, at least in parts. That hasn't been edited up yet. It was just like a draft I submitted to my Discord, but the full edited version was done thanks to a good friend of mine. And I was saying his name is Managed Plays. He went and edited it up for me to make it flow better, because you know, as I am, I'm horrible when it comes to writing stories, or at least making well, not horrible writing stories, no, but it's horrible to get what you want in your head onto paper. It's not easy. Like, you have like this really super nice idea. It's like, yeah, I have this idea, do everything good, it's awesome, it's gonna be epic and everything, and the fact is that you try to get this, like, has this idea, try to write down on paper, and you have a writer's block. It's annoying. So, I'm trying to tackle this project, the Dreamwaker project, I'm calling it, as a sort of a, you know, the after years plot line of Ocarina of Time. Because we all know what happened with Link in the child timeline, what happened to him. But we really don't know what happened with Zelda. That's all the point to it is. So I gotta hit this here. Knock this over like this, and that should knock it over just enough. Okay, well, I was not expecting it to fall off. You know, I've never actually had that thing fall off before, but that almost looked like it was about to. Well, that was interesting to say the least for that shrine. Goodness, that was a little too close for comfort there. But has a little bit of a side plot for the Dreamwaker. It's sort of acting like a after years storyline. Whereas, like, yeah, we know what happened with Link, sent back 7 years to relive his childhood, but what did Zelda do? What was Zelda going through during that time? And, you know, it's not really explored at all. You know, for something as, you know, the Legend of Zelda series, very little of it goes to actual development of Zelda herself. Have you ever noticed that in most Zelda games? Because, again, the most time you're playing as Link. You know, Zelda gets developed off-screen, but you never really get her development, you know, in real time. And that's something I would think that, which I'm hoping that Breath of the Wild 2, after its initial 2022 trailer. I highly doubt it's going to be the starting of 2022. I highly doubt that. But all I'm going to say, I think in the Zelda franchise, I think that there should be a side story with Zelda. Like, no, not a full adventure, but like maybe have, this main adventure with Link, but then have the side adventure with Zelda. At least playable parts, at least get her some character development, at least a level, playing in her own stage. And I think that'd be kind of cool, in my honest opinion. But it just seems like I think the only game we had really closely to a playable Zelda, other than Hyrule Warriors, mind you, and the CDI games, which we don't count, the only real game time you actually get to play as Zelda is Spirit Tracks. Because that one, you have to play. She has to be playing as a Phantom Spirit while in a Phantom suit. There's a Lionel here. Now this is something I do not remember. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm not in the mood to fight you. I'll leave you be, Lionel. That's new. I've never realized there was a Lionel there. Of all the many times I've played this game, that's new to me. I don't want to mess with Lionels. Ugh. But, I'll go back to my Dreamwaker plot line, and that's the after years. But Zelda is sort of, the plot line is that Zelda is suffering from sort of a reoccurring dream / nightmare, and she's kind of in a bit of a bind and whatnot, where she can't really move on from what happened during the fight with the Demon King and Link. She can't get ahead of there. She just doesn't know how to continue on with it. So ultimately enough that she's tasked to go to this place called Dreamside, where those people are meant to say, hey, we're here to ease one's mind. And so it's up to Princess Zelda to a point to essentially enter the realm of dreams. Yes, the realm of dreams. It's nothing that has been tackled before in previous Zelda games, like, Link's Awakening, and supposedly, if you want to count it or not, Phantom Hourglass, which I'm assuming is a dream world setting, if I want to tell that correctly. But I'm going to... Okay, we're here. This is the Blood Moon Shrine here. We want to place our medallion here. So when the Blood Moon initially arises, then we'll be able to tackle this. And we'll just, as soon as we see it in the sky, we're going to, hopefully for the best. And there is Cass up there. Cass is indeed up there. But getting up to him is going to be a pain in the backside because he's all the way up there at the top. And it's probably going to start to rain, so it's going to give us a pain to do that. So we're going to warp back over here. Oh, I gotta stretch. Twitch chat is telling me I need a stretch. Thank you, Jason, for the stretch comment. Thank you very much. Alright, where are we going next? Well, we're going to go to this shrine. We're going to go to this stable here. And we're going to cook things up because we have a lot of materials we can use to cook food with. We're going to spend a little time here before breaking off, but still. Oh, I need to hydrate. I need to drink more water while we're cooking. Let's see. Let's cook some stuff here. I need some food. Put some apples together. Let's skip this little bit here. Because we're going to need these foods. We're going to need to cook some foods here. Some hardy durians, some palm fruits, and some apples. There we go. Full recoveries. Yes, please. Thank you. We need some hardy that. Put the kind of hydro melons in. Some apples. Now, I'm not going to use my wild berries because there's a quest line or a quest that requires you to get at least 10 wild berries over in the Gerudo area. And I want to keep those as much as I possibly can. Let's see, Highland shrooms, some hardy truffles. and some apples. There we go. Alright, oh. We're definitely gonna need full recoveries here. We got meats. We got a lot of meats here. Put some chicken, some meat, some beef. There we go. Cool. Plus 10 hearts. That's awesome. We're gonna get a lot of food here, that's for sure. Like that. I know it's gonna be awkward to end this portion part of the video, or at least somewhat. But we're gonna get there. Because I just need to collect food here. I'm doing it as fast as we can. But like I'm really hoping that my little Dreamwaker storyline will hopefully go through. And I do want to do like collab calls with friends, just to give Stu ideas for what the dream sequence is going to be. Because the dream world has to be developed, and that's something I'm still developing at this point in time, at the time of this stream anyway. But I'm hoping that the plot line for that game, or at least my storyline, is going to be really cool. Because I have initial plots and everything, but again, I've had the story in my head change like 5 times already at the time of this, so hopefully I won't be too hold down on it. But I do want to have some sort of, new... Because I want to try a fanfiction, I really do. And I want to put it on the ground. Ooh, is there berries right there? Wild berries, nice. Sweet. Who are you? Oh, great fairy. Oh, pardon me. I was lost in thought. You've heard of the Great Fairy, right? The one from those old stories? Possibly. Well, they're not just stories. I believe the Great Fairy is real, and I'm on a journey to find her. There's a tower just beyond the Tabana Great Bridge. They say that if you go to the top and look at the ground sometime in the afternoon, the lower tower's shadow will point to the Great Fairy's fountain. After hearing that legend, I decided to find out for myself, but now I'm stuck here at this table because, well, no matter how I try, I just know I'll never be able to climb that tower. And to think, I even saved up all my rupees as an offering to the Great Fairy. But you look like you could climb that tower without breaking a sweat. Would you be willing to offering of rupees to the Great Fairy on my behalf? I'll do it. Oh, thank you. Here's the 500 rupees I saved up. That's my life savings. So please don't just go running off with it. You can run off with it, but I would say because the Great Fairies are hard to come by, or at least to get into, I would have to say, that poopy but poop poop? That kid is messing with the poop of a horse. Never thought I would be in my life to see some NPC talk about talk about a waste product from a horse. I would not expect that at all in the slightest. But anyway, we're gonna head off to this Great Fairy over yonder. Huzzah! Doo-doo-doo! Break off.